Good afternoon, viewers. My name is Manoj, and I am a faculty member at Birla Institute of Management Technology, which is known widely by its short name BIMTech. We are here in the business for last 34 years, and our association with insurance sector and domain is for last 22 years, because we started a full-fledged PG course in insurance in year 2000 when the sector was opened up. We are an academic partner of India InsurTech Association, and the very purpose of being academic partner is to disseminate the information, the knowledge about the sector, about the technology, about InsurTech to the people who are keen to learn something from that. And in that capacity, we have been running this talk series, which is known as InsurTech Leadership Talk Series. There we invite people who are making difference to the sector by bringing their knowledge and bringing a change in the whole process. जो कि बोलते हैं ना paradigm shift, because technology is bringing like that. To introduce India InsurTech Association, now I invite Ms. Anu Chaudhary, who herself is a very proven life insurance professional working presently with SUD Life. But here she will be representing India InsurTech Association. And now invite Anu to give a brief introduction of India InsurTech Association and their working. Welcome, Anu.
Thank you, Professor Pandey. It's my pleasure to be here today. So, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Anu Chaudhary Ghosh, and I lead the digital business at Star Union Daiichi Life Insurance. That's a part of my day job. And I also volunteer as an executive committee member with the India InsurTech Association. Firstly, I'd like to thank BIMTech that is at the forefront of promoting thought leadership in insurance with this leadership talk series. And IIA is happy to be the academic partner in this movement. I would like to borrow a few minutes to introduce India InsurTech Association to all those who have not heard about IIA, to let you know who we are. While InsurTech is a hot topic of conversation within the insurance ecosystem in India, there was no formal body driving interaction between startups, insurers, and professionals within the space. In fact, on the contrary, practically every other country or region had an InsurTech association outside of India. And so the India InsurTech Association, or IIA, was founded by Shwetank, Shubhajit and Prerak in August 2020 as a not-for-profit that brings together the entire InsurTech ecosystem of startups, insurers, reinsurers, policymakers, service providers, and insurance professionals onto a single platform. As IIA started as an organization, a high-level mission and objectives were outlined. Some of these are to facilitate partnerships between startups and the broader insurance industry, such as insurers, reinsurers, service providers, and investors. Second, to help Indian insurtech companies to access global markets. Third, to connect insurtech startups with insurance industry experts, not just from within India, but also from outside India. Fourth, to be the independent voice of the insurtech ecosystem to engage with policymakers and foster forward-looking policies. 5, publish and promote thought leadership. And finally, promote initiatives which use technology to increase insurance penetration across different socioeconomic segments of India in a more equitable manner. The growth for us has been really great. In 2 years, IIA has now over 200 members. Amongst our other initiatives, we have also done events on InsurTech with some of the largest and well-known InsurTech digital and content properties, such as InsurTech Connect, InsurTech Insights, FICCI, Singapore FinTech Festival, and the like. We've also published our second annual report in collaboration with BCG on India InsurTech landscape and trends, which is available on our website. We are working on our third annual report as we speak. We have partnerships with organizations such as Institute of Actuaries of India, the National Insurance Academy, Gift City, and BIMTech. Also, to help our startup members to grow globally, We have done more than 12 plus tie-ups with similar global insurtech associations such as Italian Insurtech Association, Insurtech Australia, Insurtech London, Insurtech Israel, etc. We conducted our first annual in-person event in New Delhi in April 2022 with more than 200 delegates who registered for the IIA event. And we are looking forward to our next annual seminar sometime in the period of the third or fourth quarter of 2023. IIA is also undertaking initiatives for the development of Indian insurance sector with its partners. One such initiative is using alternative sources of data for insurance, a one of its kind initiative to promote innovation in the insurance value chain and to find solutions that address the issue of underpenetration of insurance in India. I'm sure you will be hearing about this initiatives in the coming months. I will now hand over the session to Professor Pandey to introduce our guest, and I'm looking forward to hearing more from Mr. Mohammad Hassan. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Anu. Now I invite Mr. Pratik, who is my student and executive member of the club in most, the host of this particular talk series, to introduce in brief Club Inmost and also introduce our guest today. Pratik, over to you.
Good afternoon, sir, and everyone. This is Pratik Vijayvargiya, Executive Member of Club Inmost from Birla Institute of Management and Technology, Greater Noida. So, Club Inmost stands for Insurers, Movers and Shakers, which is the insurance clubs. We are here for last 10 years, and our main objective is to create awareness of insurance. We had a very active Facebook page having 4,000 plus.
So, Club Inmost is the insurance club of BIMTech. And the main purpose is again to connect our student and the outside people with the world of insurance. We have a very active Facebook page having more than 400 people from outside also. And the purpose of this club is to organize talk series like this and all other activities.
Today, on the behalf of entire BIMTech family, I take the opportunity and welcome Mr. Mohammad Hassan, sir.
Oh God, I think he's having some trouble. Okay, no issue. So Mr. Mohammad Hassan is Vice President and Chief Strategy and Business Officer, Business Manager for this particular company, which is known as
Management and Technical Services. Currently, he's as a Vice President in Strategy and Business Development in iBoss Tech Private Limited. With us today, sir. Now the platform is all yours, sir. I welcome you to begin.
Thank you, Mr. Karthik. Thank you, Manoj, Professor Manoj, and Ms. Anu. Just give me a second. I hope my... let me share the screen also.
Mr. Hassan, may I request you to just quickly give a introduction for yourself, because I think
Sure.
most of us missed Pratik's.
Sure, no issue. So myself, Mohammad Hassan, by profession, I am a chartered accountant, and I have been a part of iBoss Tech Solution Private Limited. Scalong is a brand name to the services offered by the iBoss Tech Solution. And here at iBoss Tech Solution, I have been working since 2013, currently in the capacity of the Vice President, Strategy and Business Development. So here, today's topic is the transformation through automation. And this I would like to start with the introduction of automation. But prior to that, I hope we all have faced these kind of a situation wherein the time is of the utmost priority. We have certain tasks, certain issues that we have to fulfill within the time, and time is running out. We are piled up with n number of documents. There are number of dependencies of the different team members. We have different processes. There are different issues, challenges we are facing, but the time is limited. In those situations, we feel frustrated, we feel tired, we feel like to bang our head on the walls. So what's the causes? Cause is the manual workflow, and at times manual workflows can be challenging in several ways. It leads to human error, inefficiency, lack of scalability, difficulty in tracking the progress, and the limited data insight. And last but not the least, the compliance issues as well. I hope these kind of situations must have been felt by many of us, like heavy documentation, time consuming workflows. Documents are there, but the documents we have in the several file structure, sometime in PDF, sometime in images, even the images comes in different file formats, JPG, GIF, likewise, so on and so forth. Then we heavily rely on emails. When we used to, when we have to uh, fetch some important information, or we have to fetch some important document, instead of going to a shared workplace or a shared folder, we rely on the emails. We rely on email so heavily. Even if I have to download my air ticket, I search out my inbox to fetch the air ticket, to fetch the hotel booking, to get the uh, bank statement or any other document. Likewise, we are always surrounded by the physical documents, manual processes, dependency of the human staff, and we have a lot of information and the documents, but that are scattered all over the places, all over the office. We do not know what information is stored at which place, who is the owner of that information, and this happens. So for this purpose, we need to introduce the automation, because automation offers significant benefits for the businesses, irrespective of the industry or the domain it operates in. By embracing the automation, business can improve productivity, quality, safety, decision making, and also reduce the cost, gaining the competitive edge. For example, the email automation. Email is something very important in our day-to-day life. We used to get various information, we used to get various documents, details over the email. But at the time when it is most needed, we feel panic in searching those documents, searching those things, because we used to get n number of emails in each day, and we cannot go through each email, we cannot save each and every attachment, we cannot prioritize at times. So the simple solution is we can simply automate our email. Even if I am not logging in my email, I can schedule the email automation for each day or for any periodical time period, so that once it go through my unread emails, it will prioritize, it will let me know which all important emails are there, which all to be responded in what time, if any action to be taken, if there are any important documents attached to it, it can automatically save those attachments into the corresponding folders. For example, it, instead of going each time to check whether my bank statement is available in my inbox or not, I can simply automate that if any uh, email comes from the HDFC and that includes a HDFC bank statement, then save that uh, bank statement into a particular folder which is dedicated for the bank statement related to Mohammad Hassan and HDFC. Likewise, each category of the folders can be synchronized automatically from the email. So without wasting time, we need to understand how we can automate our workflow for the improved collaboration. Automation of workflow can improve collaboration by streamlining the communication, standardizing the process, increasing the transparency, and simplifying the task management, leading to improved accountability and more effective project management. So we, instead of relying on the physical documents, we can digitize the physical documents. We can automate the workflow, including the approvals, notification, and the escalations. We can use the corporate intranet and the multiple department side, as we have as we understood that we work in tandem, and we lack the collaboration between the uh, company within the organization. So given the size of the organization, it is not physically possible to get into all time into the physical collaboration. So we can use the corporate intranet, we can use the multiple department site, we can leverage the online approval, digital approvals, we can leverage the digital forms. Likewise, we can swiftly share the information and the document. This will enable us to collaborate with the different employees, different department within the organization and with the external organizations and the departments. This will lead to various efficiencies and the cost effectiveness. So here is a small video, a comparison of the two type of the organization. One who has not embraced the insurance. Here is the user struggling with to file an insurance. Then it's the another company that has embraced the automation and the new technologies. The user can simply log in from the mobile application instead of contacting the physical agents. It can take leverage of the chatbot. Chatbot can guide him to file the claim, to help out with the queries, and this is how automation can make the difference. So our topic today is how insurance sector, how insurance players can leverage the automation. So with the use of the technology, various task processes that have been performed manually can be automated, and the automation can be leveraged to a very higher extent by the insurance industry. Tasks that typically involve use of artificial intelligence, machine learning, and the advanced technologies, so that to improve the efficiency, accuracy, and the speed in insurance operations. We understand the importance of the claims in the insurance sector. So one can automate the claim processing workflow from initial claim intake to the final settlement. This will help to reduce the errors, improve the accuracy, increase the speed claiming process, and this in turn can lead to higher customer satisfaction. Likewise, automation can help streamline the underwriting processes. Customer queries can be resolved. Insurance companies can remain compliant with the regulatory frameworks. So, coming to automation. Automation is something a very vaguely used jargon. It's a kind of a buzzword. We need to understand what is automation and what are the different parameters of the automation, what different types of automation we can leverage. So first is the robotic process automation. This is a type of automation which involves the use of software, bots to automate the repetitive and the rule-based tasks. Important is repetitive and the rule-based tasks, such as the data entry, document processing, invoice processing, etc. Likewise, we have the business process automation. Herein, we involve the use of software to automate the complex business processes such as order processing, supply chain management, customer services. Then there is another higher type of automation, that is the cognitive automation. This type of automation involves the use of artificial intelligence, machine learning frameworks, or the algorithms to automate the task that requires the cognitive abilities such as the natural language processing or the image recognition. Herein under we will take the example of two cognitive automation examples. That is, one is the chatbot, other is the imaging solution. A chatbot is a computer program that uses the artificial intelligence, leveraging the natural language processing. The work of a human agent can be supported with the virtual chatbots, virtual agents, to take the repetitive tasks, to take the repetitive queries. And there are n number of intelligent chatbots which are working all around us. One simple example is a chat GPT. It is a kind of a conversational AI based chatbot wherein we can throw our queries and it can answer us. These kind of chatbots, these kind of intelligent chatbots can be smartly placed in our insurance sector to take care of various uh, issues or the challenges. Likewise, we have the imaging solution. Imaging solutions is the digitization of the physical documents, wherein we leverage the AI-powered imaging solutions, taking leveraging the CNN, the convolution neural networks, or the deep neural networks kind of algorithms, wherein the two images can be compared. The data from the image can be extracted. Take an example: a car has got an accident, it met an accident and it has got damaged. Bumper has got damaged. Traditionally, what happens is we need to call our agent, then the insurance company sends some surveyor to check out to assess the loss or the damage of the car. This type of things take few days, few hours, and in a time we understand that time is something very important. Time is money. So this can be simplified using automation. One can log into it a mobile application. Then in a mobile application, it can enable the imaging solution. One has to simply click the few photographs from the different angles, wherein the chatbot would be enabling the user how to take the photograph and from which angle he has to take the photograph. Then the few set of photographs that has been taken from of the damage, those photographs will be compared and the loss or the damage will be assessed automatically using the various algorithms, AI-based algorithms. This saves times. This brings out the efficiency. This we will discuss in detail. So coming to the various use cases. So we will be covering few our top use cases of the automation of the insurance industry. We understand that the claim processing is something very important. Claim is important not only from the point of view of the insurance company, it is equally important from the point of view of the user as well. Likewise, the policy management, regulatory compliances, and the underwriting. So claim processing. In this snapshot, we have tried to cover a comparative picture of the manual processes versus the automated processes. Under the manual processes, we have the claim submission. Traditionally, we submit our claims using the physical forms, having a phone call to the insurance company. Calling to the insurance company is not easy. We tend to get the line busy. The call get dropped. We have to put in queue. Then physical documents are also not easy. Everyone's handwriting is different. So if my handwriting is not being readable by the insurance company, it will certainly pose some issues. Then there is the involvement of the human agent. You have a certain agent being allotted to you for the claim processing, but that agent got ill. That agent is not unavailable. That agent is unavailable. So these kind of a challenges hinders the manual processes. Then there are a lot of manual documents, manual review, manual processing of the manual data, manual documents. These pose the challenges. Then comes the manual claim adjudication, third-party damage evaluation, rule-based fraud detection. In compared to these manual processes, we have the automated processes, starting with self-service claims. So for the self-service claim submission, we can leverage digital forms, wherein we can replace the physical forms with the digital forms. Like we use Google Forms, like we use the Microsoft Forms, wherein we can capture the digital data. Digital data is the input for the digitization and the automation. Digital forms will be supported by the digital agents, that is the chatbots, which will enable the user to fill up the form in a correct way, in a more precise way. The right information can be captured in a more user-friendly, in a timely way. Those digital forms and the digital bots can be supported by a very handy mobile application. We all are using mobile apps. So we know how to use the mobile apps. Even if there is any doubt, any issue, the chatbot can help us to fill up the claim using the digital forms. Likewise, we would be using the intelligent document processing, wherein we would be leveraging the document management system, the imaging solution, the OCR solution. For example, we have to take the reimbursement of our medical bills. We have to submit those bills to the insurance company via insurance agent. This can be simplified through, we just need to simply click the photograph using our mobile camera. Once the photograph been captured, those documents can be automatically uploaded to our server, to our insurance company server. Those documents will be analyzed using the OCR and the imaging solution. Relevant information will be extracted out of those documents that will be processed automatically and will be sent for the machine learning based claim adjudication. For the machine learning based adjudication, we will be leveraging various artificial intelligence and the machine learning based algorithms that will enable the companies to come up with the more precise, more reliable adjudications. Then the computer vision based damage evaluation. We have imaging solution, we have deep learning solution, we have deep learning models, we have the CNN, and likewise many other things. We previously took an example of the damage of a car. Likewise, the computer vision evaluation can be leveraged in other sites of use cases also. Then we have the machine learning based fraud detection, the intent classification, natural language processing, AI based image comparison, AI based pattern recognition. So in the forthcoming slides, we would be discussing these, how we can leverage the ML based fraud detection. Now coming to the policy management. So we have certain processes like policy issue, policy administration, document handling, compliances, and the reporting. Now we will see how automation can help us out in these processes. For policy issue, we can simply leverage the robotic process management, wherein we can automate the each workflow of the issue of policy leveraging the email automation and the auto encryption algorithms. We need not to manually issue each and every policy to the user. We can simply automate it. Likewise, the policy administration. We can leverage the workflow automation, the business process management, wherein we can automate the emails. We can leverage the robotic process automation. Likewise, we have the AI and the OCR based document and the imaging scanning. Then the approvals. Traditionally, we used to seek approvals physically with the physical files being submitted to the person concerned, and then he or she physically sign the document, comparing the physical document, reviewing the physical document. These kind of things can be auto processed. The two documents can be auto processed, can be auto compared. Those documents can give you a handful summary to come up with the intelligent BI solutions, BI analytics reports that will enable you to take decisions to let you know whether to approve or not to approve. And that too, those approvals need not require the physical approvals, the physical signatures. We can approve it using our laptops, we can approve it using our mobile applications, we can approve it through the web applications also. And those approvals are legitimate. Those approvals are authenticated. Those approvals had the validity under the Information Technology Act 2000 and that are acceptable. Then we have the document handling. For that, we can leverage the document management system. An intelligent document management system contains managing the document of the different file formats, content change management, what content has been changed, who has changed the data, at what time, what data has been changed, whether the person was authorized to make that change in the content or not. These kind of issues, these kind of things can be easily traced and tracked using a credible document management system. Involves it involves our intelligent user management system. It involves encryption, auto encryption of data and the content of the documents. Last but not the least, we have a strong audit logs features provided by the data management systems. Then we have the compliances. Compliances, I being a chartered accountant understand that compliances is something that is very much important, that costs you very dearly, a non-compliance. So compliances need to be done in a very proper way, in a very timely manner as per the law. So for compliance, we can leverage the compliance workflow management. We can have auto compliance calendars, providing the auto alerts, generating notifications, creating reminders, leveraging the business intelligence. We can create the compliance reports, compliance frameworks. Then we can take the auto approvals and we can leverage the whole robotic process automation to come up with to make the insurance company or the departments or the user law compliance. Then reporting. Reporting is also a very major and important aspect of a policy management. Automatic report generation using the workflow management and RPA is something that we need to take care of. We need to leverage the workflow management. We have frameworks like Power BI that can analyze the data, that can give intelligent analytics, that compare the data, that can provide the insights, that can create the reports. Now coming to the regulatory framework. Herein we have a snapshot of the manual and the automated processes. Most of the things by now we understand because we have discussed many of the terms. So instead of going into detail to each one of them, I would emphasize more to the ML based risk assessment models. But before going to that, I would say that the manual workflows can be challenging to ensure the compliance since they rely on the human to follow the procedures. This can result in inconsistency in following the regulations, policies, or the procedures, leading to potential compliance issues. So here we have the machine learning based risk assessment model, wherein we can assess the claims using the fraud detection model. To detect the fraudulent insurance claim by analyzing the historical claims data and identifying the pattern of the fraudulent behavior of the user. This model can help the insurance companies to save significant amount of money by identifying and preventing the fraudulent claims. Likewise, we can take help of machine learning models for the underwriting risk assessment, wherein we can assess the different sources of data like the historical claims, demographic data, social media data to predict the likelihood of the future claims and assess the risk. This model can help the insurance companies to make more accurate underwriting decisions and price the policies more effectively and in a more cost-effective manner. Then the customer churnout prediction model. It is very important for the insurance companies to analyze the customer behavior, to analyze and understand the past history of the customer, policy information, and to predict the likelihood of a customer canceling their policies. This model can help the insurance companies proactively retain the customer and reduce the customer churn. Coming to the health sector, it is important to assess the health risk, wherein we can easily assess the medical records, demographic information, lifestyle factors to predict the likelihood of the future health events and assess the risk. This model can help insurance companies to price the insurance policies more accurately and provide the target interventions to improve the customer health outcomes. Then we have the cybersecurity risk assessment model, wherein the artificial intelligence and the machine learning model can analyze the network traffic, the user behavior, and the other data sources to detect the potential cybersecurity threat and assess risk. This model can help the insurance companies price the cyber insurance policies more effectively and provide the targeted cybersecurity services to their customers. So here we have the underwriting use case. We have a comparative snapshot how the manual processes work and how the automated processes work. Due to paucity of time, I would like to run through this. Instead of running through this, I would like that we all of us may simply take a glimpse of it, read it, and then we will move forward. Most of the terms we understand because we have already discussed the terms like data collection from the various sources. We can use the AI based algorithm for the risk associated, predefined rules to approve and deny. Likewise, the algorithms can be leveraged to determine the premium rates based on the risk and issuance of the policy automatically. Similarly, we have other use cases of the automation we can think of, like risk management, customer services, fraud detection, document processing, actuarial analysis, and the reinsurance management. So up till now, we have discussed how automation can help out the insurance industry. But still one question that remains in our mind is how automation can happen. We are not a software developers. So can we, or someone who is from non-software background, who is not having any coding knowledge, can automate? Yes, we all can, because automation is easy. Herein we can leverage the power of credible no code, low code automation platforms that simply provide a GUI based frameworks wherein we can simply plug and play. We can simply drag and drop each of the features, and just it is as easy as any of the mobile application. For that, for this session, we would be discussing the Microsoft Power Automate. Power Automate enables automation. It allows the user to create automated workflows between the various applications and the services. Power Automate is a design to help the user automate the routine and the repetitive tasks, save time and their efforts. So Power Automate comes in both versions. It has a cloud version as well as a desktop version. They are well designed and a promising tool for catering the industry needs. Power Automate create automation without a technology need. So we all can use Power Automate. We can simply log into our Microsoft login. We can simply go to powerautomate.com. Therein we can create our credentials. We can sign up and start using Power Automate. It provides n number of predefined formats that we can leverage off. Using the Power Automate, user can create workflows that connect the different systems, applications, data source, such as that we all know is the Microsoft Office 365. Likewise, we have a SharePoint for the data management or the document management, content management. Then we have the Dynamics 365, Power Apps, OneDrive, and many more. Power Automate provides hundreds of pre-built templates, connectors, which make it easy for the users to create workflows without needing extensive technical knowledge. So Power Automate, as we know, is for the process automation. Likewise, we have other platforms of the Microsoft Power Platform family. We have Power BI for the business analytics. Then we have the Power Apps for app development. We have Power Virtual Agent to develop the chatbot, intelligent chatbots. Then for external facing websites, we have the Power Pages wherein we can create the web application or design the websites. Herein is the snapshot of the different attributes, the powerful attributes of Power Automate. It comes with hundreds of triggers. It has thousands of actions, seamless connectivity and the integrations, custom connectors. If we do not have any inbuilt connector, then we can develop, we can customize the connectors. We can share the workflows like any other document. If I have developed any if I have developed any workflow, I can share it to anyone over email, over Teams, over Skype, likewise through any other communication channel. Extensibility of the model, and as we have already discussed, it is a low code platform, does not need much technical knowledge or coding knowledge. So here we have a case study, a basic insurance case study to understand how we can leverage the Power Automate along with the different Microsoft platforms, frameworks. So coming to the challenges, as we know, the primary challenge or the issue is a reliance on the human expertise for the domain or the process knowledge. When that individual is absent or leaves the organization, the significant effort is required to regain the efficiency. This creates operational dependency on the human resources. We have manual processes that are time consuming. We have number of different physical forms to capture the physical data and physical information. We insurance companies are relying still on the call centers, wherein the user face the problem of getting in queue, call waiting, dropping of calls, unnecessary wait time. Then insurance companies are still relying on the legacy softwares that are being developed in the early 90s, mid 90s, or early 2000. They are not that much competitive, but the insurance companies have to rely on those legacy systems. They cannot bypass it. They cannot surrender those legacy systems at present, at the moment, right now, right away. Then we have the manual approvals dependency on the physical resources. So what is the solution? Solution for these kind of problem is to leverage automation. By automating the standard processes and the activities, minimum human intervention is required. The human can focus on the situation, that is specific activities within the automated cycle, allowing for knowledge capture. As AI advances in future, the system should be able to make most of these decisions based on the captured data, that is the digital data, transforming the digital data into standard activities. So the physical forms can be replaced with the digital form. For that, we have the Microsoft forms. Many of us might have already used the Microsoft forms, so we know how easy and how powerful the Microsoft forms are. So Microsoft forms can be leveraged to design our insurance related forms, to digitize the process, to capture the digital data. Those forms can be complemented, supplemented with the digital agents. The chatbots, conversational AI based chatbots. For that, we have the Microsoft Power Virtual Agent. That is also a low code platform that enable us to create the chatbots. Then we have the Power Automate that comes with a huge library of connectors. Plus, we have a liberty of creating the customized connectors to connect the legacy system as well as the modern application system. The legacy system can be seamlessly integrated with the modern application system, and they can work together and gel up with the modern application system. Then we have the approval based workflows under the Power Automate. We can define the hierarchy, and based on the hierarchy, we can define the workflow system. We can digitize the physical document like claimable invoices. We under the Power Automate, we have a feature of AI Builder. AI Builder enable us to digitize the document. It extract the data. Firstly, it converts the physical document into a digital document, and the digital document, from the digital document, it fetches the digital data. and the information and pass it on to analyze it further. For analysis, we have the Power BI that enables to analyze the digital data in a more effective and efficient manner, enabling us to take quick decision making. Then we have content management, document management. We already discussed its features. So we have Microsoft SharePoint for the document management system. So before winding up, I would like to have a way forward for the insurance industry and for all the stakeholders and the user of the insurance sector that automation is already playing a significant and important role in the insurance companies and the whole ecosystem. Its importance is likely to continue to grow in the future. Thus, the future of AI and automation in the insurance industry is very promising. As these technology continue to advance, they have the potential to revolutionize the way insurance companies operate and provide the services to the customers. Overall, the future of AI and automation in the insurance industry is bright, and the companies embrace these technologies are likely to gain a competitive advantage in the marketplace by improving the customer service, reducing the cost, and improving the business processes. Here are few of the few questions that might come up in our mind. We can go through it. Even if we have any other questions, you are welcome to ask.
Thank you, Mr. Hassan. Now you can stop sharing the document and we can come in. Yeah, thank you very much. It was an engaging session and a lot more input was there for us to understand and learn from you. While now I request all the participants, viewers to put their question in the chat box itself. I do have with me two questions which have been sent to in a class specific WhatsApp group, but I will start with my own question first. Because I am from earlier generation, there is a generation gap between what when I started the insurance work in insurance sector and what I am seeing right now. One thing which really troubles me, Mr. Hassan, is right now we are at a phase where neither we have left the manual scenario nor we have gone into the
we are in a transition phase.
The worst part is that right now, if a particular action or the request of the customer is not taken care fully by the automation, then the level of engagement is very poor. अगर टेक्नोलॉजी से काम हो गया तब तो वाव वाली फीलिंग आती है, but the moment the item is thrown out of the technology, then the horrible scenario I myself has witnessed from an insurance company, from a housing finance company, and I had to take the matter even to the CEO level to get my grievances handled. So अभी जो स्थिति है इसके बारे में आप क्या कहना चाहेंगे? I mean, as till we get fully automated, at least the manual support system should run a standby. I mean, parallel.
Since we are in a transition phase, so hybrid of both the manual and the automation is the solution, wherein automated process should be something that start taking place, supported by the manual. Like take an example of a chatbot. तो अभी जो chatbots हैं जो insurance sector में है या banking sector में है, those chatbots are not intelligent enough to take up the random queries or to behave in a human-like manner. They are not intelligent enough like a chat GPT. They are more a kind of a rule-based chatbots. So under those rules, they have been defined. If this is the scenario, answer this. If this is not the scenario, answer this. So if a user comes up with a different scenario, those chatbots are bound to fail. So first is, if we have to place a chatbot, that chatbot should be well tested. That should be a well efficient chatbot supported by a ample of test data so that it has a good intuitive information. It can imitate the human behavior. For that, it requires a lot of data.
Sir, you are
But
right.
if
But what
we do not
problem
have,
is,
then there is no use to come up with a half-hearted solutions.
first level of automation is perfectly fine. If you send a mail to a customer care department, automated response will come. We have noted, we will respond back within 2 working days. But that 2 working days is not going to come back again. I mean, this is my personal experience. But anyway, I will not bother with that. So I have got one particular question from Miss Aditi. What she is saying, let me read it. How far or how much should we rely on technology? Is there any into it? Can technology take care of everything? Because particularly in insurance sector, perhaps a human touch is always required, particularly in claim scenario.
Yeah. So हम कितने भी एडवांस क्यों ना हो जाए, कितना भी टेक्नोलॉजी एडवांस क्यों नहीं हो जाए, ह्यूमन सपोर्ट इज समथिंग दैट विल बी रिक्वायर्ड एवरीवेयर. जितना हमें टेक्नोलॉजी पे फुली रिलाई नहीं होना है, टेक्नोलॉजी को हमें अपने मुताबिक यूज करना है. तो टेक्नोलॉजी जितनी भी अच्छी हो, उसको जितने अच्छे ह्यूमन एक्सपर्ट्स उसे सपोर्ट करेंगे, द वे वी लेवरेज द टेक्नोलॉजी will depend how beautifully, how smartly we can come up with the better solutions, with the new age solutions we can.
In the very beginning of your presentation itself, you talked about that one of the challenge for the automation department or for people like you is that we have got a different forms of inputs. एक फोटोग्राफ भी है तो जेपीजी में है, इसमें है, उसमें बहुत सारी दिक्कतें हैं. Mr. Sandeep Ahuja has put the question, and his question is very genuine. I think that is based on that only. How an agent can take the benefit of this, because he is dealing with so many companies, and every company, I mean, each company has got its own way of automating the data.
Yeah.
Can there be an effort to standardize the automation itself across companies?
It's not like a standardize the process. There is a term called business process automation. That says standardize rules. Okay, what we have, how we have to understand the processes, how we have to optimize the processes, analyze the processes, and make the process more efficient. We have the frameworks like Six Sigma that gives a kind of a hint कि हम किस maturity level पे हैं. अगर हम 0 level पे हैं तो कैसे हम first level पे आएंगे, then second level पे आएंगे, and we keep on graduating and maturing our processes. Once we will mature our processes, then only we can digitize and automate our processes. So this is one thing. But there cannot be, we can say कि it would be a kind of a standard solution कि सबको automation उसी तरीके से करना है, because automation is something that is customized as per the situation, as per the requirement of the company, as per the requirement of the industry, as per the requirement of the environment in which it is working. An insurance company which is working in India and an insurance company which is working in US, दोनों में अगर वो same size of company भी है, तो automation would be different because they are governing by the different set of rules. They are catering different kind of a user base. So for each situation, each scenario, the way of automation would be different.
Okay. One of my students has asked this question, Mr. Lakshya Sharma. Good evening, sir. There may be a resistance from employees who fear that automation could lead a job loss. That's a very genuine question. A reduction in the quality of their work. This can create a cultural barrier to the adoption of the information technology. What is your take on that? So you must be dealing with many clients asking for them to go for the higher level of automation. तो कभी आपको इस तरह का क्वेश्चन आया है क्या कि नहीं नहीं हम तो थोड़ा
इस तरीके की चीजें देखिए बहुत ही स्वाभाविक है और ये सब होता है. जब 90s में जब हम स्टूडेंट लाइफ में थे, हम स्कूल में एंटर कर रहे थे, उस टाइम पे हम बहुत सुनते थे कि कंप्यूटर जो है गवर्नमेंट सेक्टर में आ रहे हैं और कंप्यूटर्स आ जाएंगे तो फिर बाकी लोग क्या करेंगे, बहुत मास स्केल पे अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट होगा. लेकिन आज 30 साल बाद हम देखते हैं कि ऐसा कुछ नहीं हुआ. जो कंप्यूटर्स हैं उन्हीं कंप्यूटर्स को ह्यूमन ही यूज कर रहे हैं and they are leveraging it, they are using it to their own benefit. Likewise, the automation will come up. थोड़े हिकअप्स होते हैं, थोड़े challenges होते हैं. It's a human nature. हम मैनेजमेंट में पढ़ाया जाता है resistance to change. So whenever there would be a change, it's a human nature that we will resist. But with the time, with the experience, we will accept those changes and we will understand that these changes is for our own benefit. अगर कल इस मोबाइल को रेसिस्ट किया होता तो आज हम जो है बहुत सारे काम नहीं कर रहे होते.
That's true. Even I can relate. In 1985, when the railway reservation started, people said कि सबकी नौकरी चली जाएगी और आज हालत है कि उस रिजर्वेशन होने पे भी सीटें नहीं मिल पा रही. And place of 1 or 2 booking clerk, now we have got 20 booking clerks doing the computerized reservation system. So services should increase. Another question is there with one more of my student, Varsha, what she's asking that during your presentation, one can easily visualize the use of automation in motor car, and you quoted also, no? Bumper ka damage ho gaya. What about other lines of business? This is just a query to understand how much automation has taken place apart from motor.
For health sector, अभी अगर हम हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस में जाते हैं तो अभी हमें जो है बहुत सारे डिफरेंट क्लेम्स हमें करने पड़ते हैं, हमें अपने बिल सबमिट करने पड़ते हैं. तो उसमें ह्यूमन एजेंट यूज टू assess whether these medicine bills, these hospital bills are claimable, reimbursable or not. These kind of things can be automated. Likewise, abhi certain bimariyan
I think her question is to understand the level of automation in general insurance claim settlement in different line of business. Auto, we can understand, we have seen the video of Hassan, every company is claiming to have their app-based claim settlement. What about other line of business?
For example, medical insurance में अभी simple हम medical test करते हैं और उसके basis पे हम medical insurance policy issue करते हैं, जिसमें हम automation में हम और ज़्यादा deep जा सकते हैं. अभी कुछ एक startups आए हैं जो इंडिया में दिल्ली में ही based हैं. What they have proposed, what they have suggested is they have come up with a DNA based testing, genome sequencing. They are simply taking up a DNA test wherein they are analyzing your genes, your hereditary parameters, and they are analyzing and assessing the likelihood कि आपको diabetic होंगे. Your likelihood, अगर आप inherent हैं और आपका likelihood high है कि आप diabetic होंगे, तो there are chances कि आप diabetic की वजह से आपको और बीमारियां भी बढ़ती जाएंगी, या अगर आपको कोई बीमारी होगी तो आपका इलाज में प्रॉब्लम आएगी और आपका जो है प्रीमियम शुड बी प्लेस्ड ऑन अ हायर स्केल, क्योंकि एज कंपेयर टू द पर्सन हु इज अ नॉन डायबिटिक, द मेडिकेशन, द जो उसका इलाज होगा वुड बी मच इजियर देन द पर्सन हु इज हैव अ लाइक्लीहुड और हु इज हैविंग suffering with the diabetes. Likewise, there are another set of inherent problems like heart diseases or any other diseases. Some chronic diseases are there. So based on the genome sequences, they can analyze it. So the auto analysis of these kind of human data will place the insurance companies in a better position to place better policies, to come up with the better premium models.
Okay, with the paucity of time, I will ask my last question, and
sure,
this is a question given to all the people who are coming for this platform. What kind of skill sets you expect from a student who can be aspiring employee for you? I mean, 2, 3, 4 skill sets which all these students must possess to have a job in your organization. For that, but
for someone who is from non-tech background?
Yeah, both. Because in our MBA course, we have almost 33%, 1/3 of the batch is coming having a BTech degree.
First is
BBA and other streams.
First is we should be someone who is a smart worker, who can understand and analyze the problem, who can take decisions, who have a leadership skills. If we talk about the technology, even if he or she is not from a technological background, still the person should be a technology enthusiast. He should be someone who can easily embrace the new technology, new things going around him. अभी हम ChatGPT की बात करते हैं, तो the person coming to our organization as a fresher even if he or she may not be having a experience of technology, he's not a programmer or a software developer, should be knowing what is ChatGPT is, or any other new technologies. Must be accustomed of the new technologies, must be knowing how I can leverage those technologies, must be having a mindset to utilize those technologies for the betterment of the business, for the betterment of this society.
Thank you, Hassan ji, and so nice of you to spare your time and also give lots of. And I'm sure, though the attendance part a little bit less this time, but my students must have got the lot of benefit. So now I invite Miss Bansika, who is another executive member of the club in MOS, to propose the formal vote of thanks. Bansika, over to you.
Yes, sir. Good evening, everyone. Actually, it has been such an wonderful session to be a part of. And on the behalf of our institute, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to our esteemed guest, Mr. Mohammad Hassan sir. Sincere thanks to the head of our club, Mr. Manoj Kumar Pandey sir. A wide round of applause and and thanks to all the participants who made this event a memorable one. And finally, I would like to thank all the participants to make this event a grand success. Thank you so much, sir.
आप
Thank you.
इंडिया इंश्योटेक एसोसिएशन को थैंक्स देना भूल गई हो. अनु मैम बैठी हुई हैं. So thank you, Anu. I think Vansika ne bhul gaya. So thank you very much, Anu, for your guesses.
Thank you so much. Thank you
and
for
also the India InsurTech Association, through which only we are in a position to host guests like Mr. Mohammad Hassan. So thank you
so
all.
much.
Thank you, Hassan Saab, on behalf of.
Thank you. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you,
Thank
ma'am.
you. Thank you so much.